That's great. Now you've turned to Denmark, all three of you. What happens for you guys as imports when you kind of have to change gear and maybe gear down a bit, and compared to what, of course, you have as goals as players? You come to Denmark. What do you expect in a league when you come here, and has it lived up to what you kind of set for your expectations?
First of all, I was expecting really good coffee, and so far, so good. So that's my thing.
Is this the coffee drinker you were talking about that you didn't want to rip earlier?
No. Mike's the complete opposite. He does it too much. He does so much before games. He can build a good sweat up.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the Danish hockey exceeded my expectations. It's developing, becoming a stronger competitor in the international stage. It's a lot faster than I thought or knew it was going to be, even compared to the other European leagues.
Okay.
So you always got to be ready to go. You can't take a night off.
No. Okay.
Yeah, for me it's definitely the speed. I was very surprised when I came here. I should have said very surprised. But, talking to Thomas before I came, he said you'll be surprised at how quick the speed is. And compared to some other leagues I've played in, like Germany and Finnish league, I mean, I think it's just as good as skaters. If anything, I'd say it's pretty close to the Dell with speed-wise. And, I mean, that's something every team can skate very well here, which is something that I didn't, you get caught off guard a little bit, because, with last year in the Dell, not every team can skate well, but, different type of hockey. But this, I feel like the players here can, they're good skaters, and, they work pretty hard.
And that's coming from a player who's pretty quick on his skates himself.
I think that's probably true for all of us. I mean, I think it's you never know what to expect when you go to a new place, but I think that's probably one of the big things that everyone can skate. I mean, you grew up here skating on the big ice, so you kind of know what to do, how to navigate your way around. At home, it's a little bit different because the game is on a smaller rink and things happen quicker. Just skating around, like the guys can all skate around the ice with the puck here, so it's nice to be a part of that. And yeah, I mean the league and the game has definitely lived up to what everyone was telling me beforehand. Because I had spoken to a few guys before coming here, and they said it was a good league, you'll like it. Yeah, I gotta say, like, the quality of hockey is good, and all the guys are super nice guys. And what I like a lot is the work ethic from the guys. I think that there's less of the prima donna kind of mindset, and everyone kind of just puts their head down and they work, and they just do what they got to do, and I like that because I think that makes for a more fun experience for the whole team.
Are any of you guys? I know two of you come from NCAA hockey. Which probably means you've got a degree in something for life after hockey. But Jake, what do you have? Have you given some thought about what's going to happen for you when hockey's done for you?
Yeah, I definitely have. For me, I went to school in Minnesota, and I got a degree in business marketing. And so, I mean, for me, I'll probably go somewhere in the railroad industry. That's where something my family's gone into, and I've talked about it. And I've had friends that are into it, and they love it. And I mean, that's something I've thought about, but I mean, I haven't gotten too much into it where I've built up a resume or anything like that. But I mean, I'm definitely now, with me getting older, and I don't want to play forever. So eventually, I probably got to start thinking about it a little harder.
So there's no Yerma Yager and you playing 50 games or you're 50 or nothing?
No, I'm pretty sure if I was Yerma Yager, I wouldn't be worried about work after this.
What about you? Yeah. What about you, Brendan?
I've started to think about it a little bit more as I get into my 30s now. Usually 40s is the ceiling on hockey, except for Yager and Chelios and those guys that play forever. I haven't quite narrowed it down which way I want to head. I mean, hockey's been the main focus for the last 25 years here, so it's tough to figure out where I want to go next, what I want to take. But I went to school as well. I have a degree, so hopefully that'll come in handy this time.
Me, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, thought about it. I think.
Have you started?
Yeah.
Anything?
Yeah, I mean, we've always thought about it because, you know, you never know with hockey, right? Things just change so quickly, but I mean, I've been learning on the side. I mean, I went to university for a couple years when I was in junior, and so I like to learn, so I've always picked it up on the side, and I always try to keep myself busy with learning and reading and researching. Kind of started up my own little company on the side back home where you boys are grilling me. Basically, we kind of do video analysis for youth hockey players, and like we take their video and we give it to our guys, our pro guys, and they watch it. We take some stats, do some notes, and we send the reports back. So that's been really fun. I think one of the main reasons why I started going down that path, I mean, probably in 2008 when I started really, giving it some thought, was that it was a great way to get your mind off the stress of hockey, because I mean, playing in the AHL for a long time, as these guys know, the AHL might be the hardest league to play in. Not because it's more travel, but because it's more travel. But the constant pressure and like the stress you have going to the rink every day, these guys know exactly what I'm talking about. When you go to the rink and you're just like, am I going to get called up today? Am I going to get sent down today? What's going on? How well did I play last game? What's the coach thinking? What are my teammates doing? How well did my teammates do last game compared to me? How well did I do last game compared to my teammates? Like, there's so much you have to take into consideration.
Is that a constant thing when you're in the AHL?
Yeah.
An everyday thing?
Yes.
There's about a quarter of the players that are just about ready to get called up, so they're just waiting. A quarter of the players think they're going to get sent down, and then half the team is sitting there. Am I going to be first line tonight, fourth line tonight? Am I playing? Am I not? Like, it's a total roller coaster for everyone.
You come in on that Monday and you wait to see what color your jersey is, and then after a long Sunday. I mean, everyone knew the colors of the jersey: first, second, third, fourth, and then you had the fifth line. Because all HL teams carried extra players, extra lines usually, and so you're just, it was like the headache of, you're like, God, did I perform, well enough to stay where I'm at, or, sometimes you couldn't control what was going to happen, and so it was one of those things where, coming to the rink every day wasn't always, happy-go-lucky for everyone.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to really have fun and enjoy it when you're constantly in that stressor situation, because you're always on. Like, even on our days off, you're just kind of thinking, because it's this unbelievable, you're so close to the next level. Like, one good break and you could be up in the NHL and making your dream come true, and on one bad pass the other way, you could be on the fourth line or not playing. So I mean, the line is so small, and people don't realize that how small the margin is to make it to the NHL. What the real hard thing to do is when you get there to stay there. And in each league, I shouldn't say just the NHL, all the leagues. It's hard to stay in each league, and I think that's what makes it makes it really enjoyable to see guys who excel in each level. When they totally dominate. For me, Crosby, how he has been dominant for so long, it's really, obviously it's really good to see, but it's so hard to do that. It makes me respect him so much more.
What is it like then when you come to Europe, where you don't have these leagues underneath where you kind of can dump down, or you don't have a league you can get pulled up, but you come as an import player, and in the Danish leagues, the import players are alpha omega for the teams here. It's really make or break for the Danish clubs if you have really good imports, or if you've been really unlucky with your purchase of imports. So how does it feel for you guys to come as imports then from something like that, where you're really in every day in a competitive mode, till you come here and it's kind of, that's just at ease and you're here? The pressure's on, but it must be in a totally different way.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we're off the hook when we come here, because we are expected to perform, and if you don't, they'll find a way to move you somewhere else. You still have to be here expecting to do well, but you just don't have that pressure of, am I going to stay here? Am I going somewhere else? Am I in or out of the lineup? you know, the majority of the time the guys in the locker room are going to play. You're going to get some ice time, so you just got to know that you got to do well with the opportunities you get.
I mean, I've seen it too. If I played with guys where they didn't perform or they didn't like their the opportunity they were getting, and their team would run them out, get them to leave. And, I mean, so it's not like you're always just because you're coming in here and you have a contract doesn't mean it's guaranteed. So I mean, you still got to come in and you got to go to work every day and compete, and then hopefully it transfers over to the games. But I don't think I think imports, like he said, you definitely have the pressure to perform. But I mean, they could easily run you out if they want. I feel like.
Yeah, I think the pressure is it's more of an internal sort of thing. Like you want to do well, so it comes like then it becomes like your own expectation of yourself, and then how much effort do you really want to put into it? And guys who are motivated, they want to do well, they put in that effort and they do extra things, or they do what they need to do to be ready to play, and they have that, they put that, I don't want to say undue pressure on themselves, but they have those expectations where they just need to work hard and prove that they're good enough to warrant their being there, and then they know that they have to perform well because everyone's watching them.
Plus, a lot of us coming over for the first time usually have one-year contracts, so if you want to keep coming back, if you want another opportunity, you have to do well. There's another younger guy waiting in North America for an opportunity to come over as well.
Yeah.
So you got to know that once you get over there, that's just the first step in sort of establishing yourself as a good player, like a consistent player, a performer. You got to keep pushing yourself to do well.
It's getting more popular too for players to come over at a younger age.